Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. How are all of you doing, Dread Knights, on this Friday? It's Friday, which means only one thing, Dead by Daylight. Today we're doing Old Man Hours, and what I mean by that is, no, Dread's not an old man, but we're going to be playing with Bill from Left 4 Dead, and I guess you could technically say Left 4 Dead 2. Going to be doing Survivor Round solo queue. As a preface, I am not playing with viewers today. I do have a Discord. You can join the Discord. I sometimes will play Dead by Daylight via Discord with our people, but I prefer to do solo. I know it's even more of a rough experience doing solo queue, but it makes it a little bit more challenging for me, and there's more potential to get like some interesting chases going with the killer, hopefully, as well as some loops. That's why I kind of like to do solo queue, despite the fact solo queue hell is quite a bit of a meme. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Dreadscape Gaming. I am a YouTube content creator slash a VTuber that's been doing this for 5 years, going on 6 years, May 4th. Play a wide variety of games. It's not always the same thing. Yesterday I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today I'm playing Dead by Daylight. Sometimes I'll play a Monster Hunter game. Sometimes I'll play an old school video game to try to speedrun it. You know, variety is the spice of life, as they say. We got a match pretty quickly, which is generally either a good or a bad thing. These survivors are very well-versed survivors, potentially, because I see that some of them have, like, the P3 cosmetics, which is, like, the full-bloodied outfit, for those of you who don't know. So hopefully this will go pretty well. I am using, basically, what would be a decent solo queue build, that being Kindred, Sprint Burst, Self-Care, and Off the Record. The reason I like Off the Record, particularly, is because if you get hit, you can run away, try to heal up, even though Self-Care has been nerfed quite a bit. The other thing, too, is, like, really with solo queue, a lot of times, like, teammates won't... And this is not a dig on the teammates, right? Like, solo queue Dead by Daylight has a problem where it's very hard to communicate with your teammates, because the only thing you can see necessarily is the icons. So, a lot of times, people won't really go for, like, healing you, and you're always kind of off on your own, doing the own thing. That doesn't happen every match, keep that in mind, because last week's stream, we got 6 escapes on stream. We had some amazing groups that were really well on point. But as you go higher in the ranks, right now I'm like gold 3, if I remember correctly, it gets a little bit more difficult, because the higher up you go, the more solo queue just kind of plays for escape and hatch, as opposed to really working as a team. And on top of that, obviously, as you go higher in the ranks, you will run into more well-versed killers, and you will run into some of the more metagame killers, so to speak, that will do interesting tactics. Not bad tactics, necessarily. Like I say, if we get an escape, great. If we don't get an escape, that's fine, too. I'm just here to have fun with Dead by Daylight. That's how I've always really played Dead by Daylight. I don't stress the results. This isn't something like I'm playing for money or anything, so I just, like, laugh at it. For me, this is a silly game. It's that funny ha-ha type of game. Even though getting put on the hook is not necessary funny ha-ha, I think we have a Trickster. This Trickster is lucky, because Trickster is about to get, well, what I consider a nerf, because he's going to have, like, a whole bunch of reworks that make him a little bit harder to play, where you can't just, like, chuck the knives to be able to go into, like, main event, which might be good, it might be bad. I'm looking around to see where he is, because I don't want to start working on a gen. As you can see with the heartbeat, it seems like he's very close in the area, so I'm afraid that if I start working, he's going to hear the gen, and he'll know where I am. So I'm going to try to play this a little bit stealthy, like if I were Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I'm waiting for that heartbeat to leave. Let me start working on it and see. On top of that, we just got to kind of hope that our teammates start doing gens too, which is not necessarily a dig on them, keep that in mind. Just because with the Trickster, if you don't pop those gens very fastly, he can kind of snowball. Especially pre-all-kill comeback patch. Because, like, on the PTB, he's much, much weaker. He's much, much slower. But on live version right now, he's super fast. He's still kind of hard to deal with. He's not a great killer, keep that in mind. Although there are some people who can play really, really well and effectively. He's coming back. I'm going to kind of hold here a little bit just to see, because it looks like he's in chase. He hooked. Man, he ran fast. He has barbecue and chili almost early. I'm going to try to hopefully loop him here. There's not really too many safe spots for me. Need to find, like, a pallet. I could drop down here, maybe give him chase. Just a little bit. He's not throwing knives yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. Uh-oh, he's throwing a lot of knives. I don't have, like, a really good spot here. He's just chucking them. See, in the PTB, what they did with him is that they changed it so, like, in order to go to main event, he can't just chuck knives. He has to actually chuck some knives, then he has to throw his blade, he has to down a pallet. He just can't, like, spam that, which I think is kind of good. because he doesn't get to do that. Which is kind of annoying, which I know some survivors generally don't like when that happens. You know, I was kind of hoping in that chase they would have done at least a gen here. Again, not a dig on my teammates, keep that in mind. That was a pretty long chase not to have done a gen. Looks like one of them might pop here. He's going to restock his things. Let's see. Kindred can kind of tell me what they're doing. He has a barbecue because he kind of knows where everybody is at this point. So at least we know one of his perks, which is going to be kind of difficult because we're going to have to, like, figure out where on, like, whenever he hooks somebody, we're going to have to maybe hide either in a locker if there's one available or really get off the gen as fast as possible. The other question, too, is if this trickster going to have, like, gen regression perks, because if that's the case, we're going to be cooked. Because then we have an extra layer of difficulty here. Looks like a teammate was trying to make the save, but Trickster is throwing knives. Let's hope that this teammate can do something. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to stay here to heal, though, because it would be a bad idea. As much as I'd like to work on that gen, I probably should heal up here. Because he's very close to that area anyway, with the other survivor. Case in point, he just downed them. So I think probably, ideally, we're going to just kind of hide in a corner here and try to self-care ourselves, where hopefully their teammate continues to gen. Already a teammate decided that they're going to disconnect. This is not generally good for us, because now, like, a bot's going to take their place. I don't understand why you would queue into a match of Dead by Daylight just to, like, auto-forfeit. Just play it out. I mean, you're going to get, like, a 5-minute ban for disconnecting anyway, so why do it? I never understand in solo queue why people, just because they go against a killer that's doing, you know, tactics that killers have to do. Again, like, killers have to play the game however they see fit. I'm not going to complain about how killers, like, zero targeting or, you know, patrolling a hook, because it's kind of stupid. That's what they kind of got to do to be able to kind of make it. Because if not, you're just going against, like, gen rushers, and that's not fun. I messed up the heal check there. She's going to know I'm here. Maybe that might be beneficial, because they could potentially go for the save here. Do they see me? Does he know I'm here? I don't think he knows I'm here. I'm gonna continue to squat like a little coward. Cower in fear. But yeah, he's just basically proximity camping the hook, which is not bad. It's not a face camp. He's going around the hook, going around the gen. You know, we can all try to make the save. I'm gonna see if I can look for a generator to do. And if not, I'll look for like a hex totem that potentially we could pop, which might be more ideal for this situation. Because I would assume that he's probably got a hex perk on top of everything. Okay, so they're doing the gen. I might go to help do the gen. You see how he's rotating around the hook, which is not bad. It's just the rest of the team's not trying to go for the save. I already have a hook state. The other two that are working on the gen right now, they could kind of go and make the save because they can't afford to take a hook. But again, you know, everybody's going to play a different way. We'll help them pop this gen. If not, I'll try to make it over and try to be the hero of the group. Okay, never mind. Someone went off their gen so that they can make the save. That's good. Alright, let's pop this gen. If anything, we can provide support. Okay, both of them are going for the save. Okay, good, good, good. So that'll give us enough time to work on this gen. Perfect. I'm going to go opposite way because they're going to be okay trying to make that save. They already made the save anyway. And I'm going to try to see if we can find something else. Another generator, a hex totem. On top of that, because the trickster's going to have his hands full with them, hopefully, I can just kind of go to a different area and maybe work on a gen that hasn't been worked on. That's the exit gates. I thought that was actually a gen. I see a gen over here. Let's see if we can work on it. See, it's right over hidden behind the corner. I'm not going to slow vault here because it would be foolish. And see if I can try to work on this one. Because I feel like the rest of the team is kind of in a difficult position with this trickster. Alright, Yui went down. That's not good. Okay. The other thing that always concerns me about solo queue is sometimes people will try to, like, play games with the killer, loop them, bully them, and in this case, 2 of them are down already. That's not good. I'm not gonna go up. Another teammate. All 3 of the teammates disconnected. So we're basically on our own here. Why do you queue up for Dead by Daylight to then disconnect? It's not my fault that the killer downed these guys. Like, I would go to make the save when they eventually hook you. The Yui, in particular, here. We could have made the save on the Yui because he has to go back to then hook somebody else. Like, this was still a very winnable situation, in my opinion. Okay, he does have a gen regression perk, too. I mean, at this point, I'm essentially playing for Hash because I don't have teammates. So that's the, like, the really worst part about this right now. Like, things are looking bleak for our hero. Like, I don't understand why queue up into the match to then disconnect like that. What is the benefit of that? What is the purpose? I don't understand, Dread Knights. I'm gonna continue to work on the gem. Maybe we'll be able to at least get to at this point. Okay, that's blocked. I will give you the heals. Yes, I'm gonna give you the heals. Relax, calm down. I will give you the heals. Chill out, bro. Okay, we're gonna work on this gen. That should maybe give us time to at least pop another one of them. Eden Fury. Hope for the best, expect the worst, as the saying goes. It seems pretty doable right now, Dread Knights. Seems very doable. I think we got this. I think we got this. Oh, no. Well, that person's probably going to get worried, but that's okay. We were expecting that. We understood that was going to happen. We weren't going to stress that out as a result. Okay, good. Got another gen done. Okay, so 3 gens left. Everybody is on their death hook except for me. We could try to go make the save for the R1 that's in trouble. I don't know if ideally that's going to be the situation here. It could be. I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. That's the other thing that's always perplexing. Like, why are you going to get free... Like, all 3 of those players are not going to have a 5-minute disconnect penalty. Why go for that? Right? That just doesn't seem very fun. That doesn't seem very fair. That doesn't seem very balanced to me. Okay, he's coming back, but I might be able to do this, gen... No, he's throwing his blades already. Oh, that's where he is. We just fast-vaulted. Let's try to go back into the gen while he's targeting the Autobot. Okay, we're... So many people abandoned. The funny thing about this game is they're giving me the option to abandon the quest. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to abandon this match because I queued into it. I'll play it out to the very end. To the bitter end, because why am I going to do that, you know? It's not the killer's fault. He played a very good game. Let's wait on this. Let's continue to wait on it. Okay. He's hooking. That's that person's death hook. So the only person we really got left is the Yui here. I can try to make some gens at this point, but I think like trying to get those last 3 gens by myself is going to be quite difficult. Particularly because in this situation we can maybe have like gen locked ourselves. In our words, like free gen, which Trickster's going to kind of excel in that particular situation. I don't know. We'll have to wait on it a little bit, Dread Knights. Trust the process. Hope for the best, expect the worst. Okay, I mean, let's just try to do the gen, right? Because if not, then I'm gonna get crow penalty for not doing actual objectives in the game. So let's see if we can do it. He's gonna come back again, right? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna run away. I ran into a rock. That's not good. Oh, he's chasing me. Oh, no. He broke chase. He's going after the UE bot. Is he being kind because everybody else disconnected? I wonder. I don't know. We'll play it out. The only problem with this is it's going to be kind of a long, dragged out match because we got to wait for the UE bot to die. And then on top of like the UE bot to die, we're also going to need... He's coming back again. I'm going to have to play a little bit more stealthy. Just because I don't know if he's going to be nice or he's going to just play the game out. I mean, if he plays the game out, it's not his fault. I can't get mad at that, like I said. I just kind of be chill with everything that's going on. Alright. Let's get the gen done here, maybe. So at least I can get some more blood points here. Okay. Let's repair it. Looks like Yui's in chase, I can tell because of the meter there. You see how the little things are going back and forth? Oh yeah, she's definitely in chase with Trickster. Trickster's about to hook her. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to do this gen, but probably I won't be able to finish it by the time she gets hooked. Yeah. It's gonna take like 120 seconds, excuse me, to be able to do that. So, I think ideally what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna kind of sit on this gen as long as possible. She got hooked. He also has the thing where I scream. Okay, so he kind of knows my location at this point. So at this point, we just kind of have to hold out and look for Hatch. Because I can't really go make the save, because at this point the bot's not going to be able to do anything. If I go back, I'm probably going to get baited into getting down for the 4K. Again, I don't know. And again, it's not the Trickster's fault that the rest of the team pretty much automatically disconnected because they didn't want to play a Trickster, so I'm not going to get mad at the Trickster for it. If I can try to make the save, I will, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. He's definitely following us. Yeah, I don't think I can make the save. So I'm just going to kind of like hang out around here. Oh, she got off the hook? He went to hook her and then... Okay, so the game is... What is going on? Okay, I gotta wait. I hate to let the UE bot die. But, I mean, at this point, I'm just paying for Hatch. It's not because I want to play with for Hatch, it's just because we have no other choice in this particular situation. It's unfortunate when groups do this, but, you know, it's part of the game. I understand that was going to be a thing. He's very close to... Okay, she's gone. So I gotta look for Hatch. Now that's the hard part. Because I gotta basically play the Hatch game. Does he know where Hatch is? Because I'm not gonna know. I'm gonna have to look all around the map for it. Now the question is he gonna close Hatch and then we'll just go to like endgame collapse? Or is he gonna let me escape? I don't expect to be let go of either. Keep that in mind. Because I understand that, again, it's not his fault that the rest of the team disconnected at the start of the match because they didn't want to go against Trickster. So if he decides he wants to down me and stuff, that's in his prerogative, right? We just play for the result here. We play to be chill. We play to be cool. Cool as a cucumber, as the saying goes. Alright. I don't see anything. Let's look around. I don't hear anything. I should be hearing like an audible cue if we have the Hatch. So we're going to have to see here. I don't see anything. This is going to be really long and dragged out. I'm sorry about that, Dread Knights. My apologies. Give a listen. I don't hear any Hatch around here. Okay, I was hoping maybe it was going to be in, like, that building area. Let's see if we can find in the outskirts here. Maybe it's off on the outskirts. I don't know where it is. That's the problem. Well, there's a heartbeat. That's the gen. He's coming for me. I'm going to check over here to see maybe if there's Hatch. Because if I don't know how he's going to play. I'm thinking if we get too close to him, he may just down me. So I don't know. So we're going to look. I don't know if he's trying to lead me to it. You never know. Let's give a good listen. He's following me, definitely. I don't see any Hatch. I can't hear a Hatch right now. I have a feeling it's probably going to be in, like, the spaceship, potentially. I don't think we're going to have enough time to get to it. You know, maybe I'm just going to run into him to see. At this point. Like, if he's going to down me, he's going to down me, right? I don't hear anything. Trying to give a good listen. I think it's somewhere in here. I just can't hear it. He's like trying to keep us away from that too. So I'm surprised he hasn't closed it, but now he probably knows, right? So is he being kind or is he not? It's like a mind game right now. It really is mind games. Are we going to succeed? Are we going to be able to get out? Are we about to get killed? I think at this point I'm going to have to yellow it. I'm just going to have to like completely sprint burst into that area. And just hope, like, maybe we can get into the hatch? Because if not, I don't hear anything here again. I think I just found the totem, but at this point, is it really even necessary? Yeah, it's not there. It's definitely in the big spaceship. Alright, we gotta see if maybe he leaves that area, and then it'd be a little bit safer to chase in there. If not, we could just YOLO, because I think at this point, let's just YOLO it. Because if not, we're just gonna die. So why not? He's around, but he's not. Oh, I hear it. It's inside somewhere. No? Okay. There it is. I hear it. Okay, great. It's tucked in the darkness. He gave us hatch. He was a kind killer. He was a kind killer. He knew that everybody else disconnected. He didn't want to play it out because he knew that wasn't fair. So I'm going to type a little bit here, Dread Knights, to thank him. Because he didn't have to do that, right? I feel bad, too. Like, this is what I typed, in case you can't see. You know what? You know, thanks for the hatch, because I understand. I wanted him to be able to play the game, too. It's really unfortunate, even for killer main, like, you queue into the match and everybody disconnects at the beginning of the game because they don't want to go against the killer. I am going to report. I don't know if behavior's really going to do anything. Because literally all 3 of my teammates disconnected at the start of the match because they didn't want to go against Trickster. Weird. You know, it happens sometimes, but it'd be like that. It'd be like that, fam. But we got escape, so one escape for the day isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Disconnecting. Alright. GG's, on to the next one. Another thrilling installment of Dead by Daylight right now. Alright. First escape of the day, always the most fun one. Maybe. I mean, that was kind of a non-game, but it was it was interesting. Trickster's about to get reworked, like I said. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Okay, get to the match. I'll take some hydration here, because I'm a little bit thirsty and parched after that match. Wonder what killer we'll get next. I'm thinking also on leveling up another character for next week, but I'm indecisive. I have a lot of Fang cosmetics, so I could do Fang. I was thinking also maybe leveling up a survivor that I've never used, just for the hell of it. I don't have every survivor in the game. I only pick, like, the chapters that are interesting to me. Like, I don't have Nicolas Cage, even though it has decent perks. I'm thinking maybe next week Dwight or Fang. I'm not 100% sure yet, though. You know, it depends. To be determined, like always. Dread Knights to be determined. Alright. So what we got here? We got 11, a Steve Harrington, a Meg, and we have good old Bill. Old man hours confirmed. So what's next? I wonder what killer we're gonna go against. Sometimes the tooltips will give it away too. Not always, but sometimes. Okay, so we got the Hatch Burning Offering. I think I'm the one that played that. So it should be in like the main building if I'm not mistaken. Maps, okay, maps. That's a map tooltip. I don't really use maps in Dead by Daylight. They used to be much better back in the day. Now they're just kind of They're locations for, you know, being chased by killer, but I don't really feel like that's a... Maps have been kind of nerfed to the ground. They used to be very powerful, and people used to bring in maps as an item, but I've never used a map. Alright, we got a gen right here, so let's pop it. I mean, we got free survivors, too, so we can just basically work on this one and go to town. Okay, good. Heartbeat. I'm gonna commit to this gen unless the... Who is it? It's a Legion. We're in for a rough one. Okay. I was kind of expecting that we'd start going against Legion. Does he see me? He does! Okay. Alright, I didn't expect them to come from that angle. Alright, well. We're gonna be playing the Menden game. On this rank that I'm at too, you're gonna run into a lot of Legions. Even though they've done some things to nerf him, he's still kind of an annoying killer to go against. I have played a lot of Legion on killer side of things. It's, you know, it's kind of difficult here because I gotta mend, because if I don't mend, I'll be auto down, and then on top of having to mend, I have to heal also. So it prevents me from really doing a generator, which is it's what the Legion does, right? That's what Legion does. Okay, let's heal up here. Self-care. Give ourselves some bandages. Okay, good, good, very good, very good. Come on, old man, come on, old man, come on, old man, you can do it. I believe in you, old man. Okay, another fast one. Uh-oh, someone's down, but it looks like we have 2 survivors on 1 gen, so I'll try to go for the save if necessary. Right after I get the kill. I think when it comes to really Legion, this is one of the few characters, or killers I should say, where you don't really want to be gen rushing with your team all in the same spot, because if you do, it's just very easy for him and her, because there's multiple different Legions. There's 2 women, there's 2 dudes, there's Frank, there's Joey, then there's Susie, and then I forget what the last one was called. I want to say Nancy, but I'm wrong. Okay, let's see if we can force them to come this way so they can make the save. Because he's going to want to come here for the gen, right? I'll try to loop him around the stairs so they can make the save. Hello, Legion. I know you want to chase me. On top of that, he's probably going to use his chase power right now. So he'll probably get tired trying to chase me. You could just run the stair loop. I'm not going to drop the pallet yet because we're not actually in chase. Okay. I think he broke chase because he wants to go for the other people. Because if not, he's wasting his power, right? We won't be able to get, like, effective mending. On top of that, because no one had healed up yet, he really can't use the power. He's just would be chasing me. Oh, he found a target. He's targeting Meg. Oh man. Damn it, Meg. You know, it's okay. She'll be fine. I'll go for a save eventually here. Alright, let's get a gen. Okay, let's see. Let's trust the process, Dread Knights. Trust the process. I think we can get this gen popped. They can go for the save. He's gonna come back for this gen almost certainly at this point. Which is fine. I was expecting that, right? Okay. That staircase is closed off. I'm gonna drop down here, because worst case scenario, he chases me. Or we can go back up the stairs with the loop again. I think he's in the building. Yeah, he's in the building. I can hear the song. So I gotta wait for him to, like, kick the gen. I'm just gonna kind of hide out here. And if he comes running this corner, I'll just drop the pallet on him. He's checking the lockers. That's kind of scary. That's not good. That's bad. Very bad, Dread Knights. Oh, man. Okay. Let's wait on it. Come on, little Legion. I know you want to cut this corner so I can drop this pallet on you. He's going to continue to stay at that gen because he doesn't want it to be done. Which is fine. This works on our benefit because then the other team's going to pop the gens and then he has to chase them. Ooh, he's using that perk to block pallets. So, he knew. I'm going to try to see if we can work on this gen here since we're already here. Hopefully he doesn't come back for it because it's almost done, right? Maybe I was going to use the toolbox there, but it looks like somebody's off the gen. Oh, no, don't run him this way. That's the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing. Why did you run him? No, I don't know if we get this gen popped in enough time. We don't! Ah, great googly moogly, he mended me. I'm going to have to take a hook state here. I don't have a safe way to get out of here. No. And they blocked that area where you could vault the window there. Oh, man. Yeah, he's caught up to us. We're gonna get down. There's nothing else I can do there. Ah, man. That was one of those... Oh, it's a hunk. So it's the Resident Evil skin for the Legion. I gotta respect that. This one's a Resident Evil fan. I can respect the Resident Evil fan. Well played, well played. The problem is that gen was so close to being done that I really would hope my team would just go back up there and finish it. Because now Legion's going to be in the chase there. They're mending or healing, so that's just going to give the Legion the ability to use his power again. Looks like maybe a teammate's going to come back this way. I could chill on this hook for a while. It's not going to put us in like a very, very bad game state. We should be okay. We should be chill. We should be good. We should be gravy. We should be okay, okay. It's okay, we can chill, we can hang here. Don't be left on the hook, as the saying goes, but sometimes you gotta be left on the hook for a little bit to be able to do something. Looks like this team is trying to come back. The Legion is in chase with them. So we have to hope that he continues to give chase and then... Okay. Thank you, Steve. I knew you would come back for me, buddy. We'll have to go out for a beer after this one, bud. Alright. I'm gonna try to go heal up somewhere in a corner far away. Because the thing is, you don't want to be close to each other when you're going against the Legion. That's, like, the only way to really counter him. Because if you try to clown on him and do, like, looping and stuff, it never works out in your benefit. It never does. Alright, let's get heals here. Okay, self-care. Feeling good about our position right now. I'm liking it. I'm thinking we're okay. Oh, and they're down. That's okay. That's going to be their... Oh, that's going to be their second hook stage. It's actually not that okay. I'm gonna heal up and maybe I'll try to go make the save for Meg. Looks like Steve is doing a gen. Looks like... Yeah. Okay. Steve is doing a gen. 11 is above, waiting to try to make the save. It looks like maybe they were trying to... Okay, 11's gonna do a gen. What is 11 doing? I think 11's cleansing a totem, maybe? But that wasn't the actual totem. I'm gonna try to see if I can make the save for Meg. Because I feel bad that she would be, like, get outed of the game just because of that. Alright. And I don't think he's gonna come all this way for me, maybe? Because he's gonna want to extend the game too, because he can hit me and use the Paradin to get everybody else. Unless Meg body blocks here. Be free, Meg! Be free! Run like a free spirit that you are. But technically we should probably do this gen. Because if we don't do this gen, we're gonna not be in a very good position to win this one. Gen, come on, Meg. Come on, Meg. We'll do this gen and then I'll heal her. Because I don't want to heal her, and then he just starts his power all over again. It'd just be a bad situation. Come on, Meg. I will heal you, but I don't want to heal you near a whole bunch of stuff. Aw, she ran away. Meg, I was gonna heal you. I hope you were gonna follow me. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna have to give some chase here. I don't want Meg to get out of the game, though. That's the thing, because it would really suck for her. I was planning to heal her, but I didn't want to stay in the area where we're doing the gens, because obviously the Legion's just gonna go and then, like, use his power on everybody. Okay, Meg healed somehow. She's working on the gen. I'm gonna hang here pretty behind this rock. Sometimes you gotta be really stealthy in Dead by Daylight, because if you're not stealthy, hey, sometimes it doesn't work in your favor. Sometimes stealth is the best thing to do. Alright. He is very close. Is he, like, right here? Is he right here? No, I'm not going in the locker. Okay, that gen is done safely to be able to do the gen. Because right now, like, if somebody else does a nerd gen, I'm near the door. We could just pop into this door. But I don't think... It looks like somebody's cleansing a nerd totem. That's 11. I don't recall 11 doing any gens. He's, like, hanging in this area. Okay, so 11 cleansed the Hex totem, so that's good. Maybe that's Noed. It could be a different one, but I'm probably thinking it's Noed for, like, late game. Potentially here. See if I can find a gen. Okay, this gen was done already. That kind of sucks, too. Because I was kind of hoping we could do that gen, but it's okay. No worries, Dread Knights. No worries. Let's look around. Steve got down. We can try to make the save. I think ideally here, we should probably do this gen. And if we can get this gen completed, make the save for Steve, do the doors, whatever's necessary, and hopefully everybody gets out of this match. The one thing I would recommend is not us clowning on this killer, though, because I really don't think that that's gonna help or work in our benefit. Okay. We're good. We're potentially good here. Trust the process. Cross our fingers. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. I used my toolbox here just to be able to clutch it. Alright. Did they make the save for Steve? I'm gonna go work on the door. They made the save for Steve. Okay, great. This looks like everybody's gonna get out against the Legion. Wasn't the easy match, that's for sure. Legion applied a lot of pressure here. See if I can go for it. Alright. Oh my goodness. Blood Warden. They have the perk to block the exit gates. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be way more difficult than I was expecting, Dread Knights. Now we have a bit of a situation on our hands. He's probably gonna camp out this door for now. So I'm gonna just kind of have to be stealthy, hope he doesn't turn this corner. Because what he's doing is basically now gonna exit gate camp, which is in his right, because not too many people expect to see, like, Blood Warden or whatever the other perk is. I forget. There's, like, 2 different perks that block this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is, like, 120 seconds before this, like, is no longer blocked and we can actually get out. So, again, this isn't gonna be the most thrilling gameplay, again, because it's just kind of slowing down being able to escape. But that's what we're gonna have to do here. We're just gonna have to wait it out. He's probably gonna come back at least 2 more rotations. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Let's hold. Let's wait. We're alright. We're okay. We'll be alright, Dread Knights. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. Who's panicking? I'm not panicking. You're the ones panicking. Sounds like he's going after somebody. I'm not gonna just go for it yet because I want him to move away. Because if you can still hear a little bit of a heartbeat. Hello, 11. Okay. 11 just wants to go for it. They want to risk it for the biscuit. I was going to wait a little bit longer for him to come back, but I'll do the body blocking here because I can actually prevent her from getting hit. And then maybe we just completely get out of here. Steve is in chase. Okay, open door. Open door. Don't 90 it. Okay, I want out. I've played enough with this Legion to know he might have another trick up his sleeve. Alright, peace out. Another escape for the day. Because, you know what, he's in chase with Steve. I have no idea what other perks he's using. Because I know he had barbecue and chili. I know he had Blood Warden to block the exit gates. I don't know what else he had. I'm not going to stick around to find out. Because it can be very detrimental to us getting escapes here. But hey, 2 escapes today. That's great. It's great, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, on to the next one. Can we make it 3 in a row? That would be pretty surprising for me, Dread Knights. I don't know. This is one of my favorite games to play. I know, I don't expect to, like, escape every time. I'm not, like, one of those entitled survivors. It's taking a while to get in a lobby. Lobbies are kind of slow today. You know, it's always kind of the lull before, like, usually what happens. Because, you know, a new chapter comes out, then everybody's going to be back on for the new chapter. Try out, like, everything from the new chapter. But right now, it's just kind of, like, a little bit on the slow side. Just because of the all-kill chapter comeback. Because when that comes out, then people will be trying, like, the Trickster rework. We'll be taking a look at some of the killers that got nerfed. Which is... Wesker got nerfed. I technically feel Trickster got nerfed. They also nerfed Vecna the First. A little bit. I felt he was pretty strong, but hey, I haven't seen a Vecna in like a couple weeks, so I really don't... You know, if not a whole bunch of people are playing Vecna, is he really justifiable for the nerf? He was pretty good in a very capable player's hands, but I don't... You know, I don't necessarily agree with nerfing him so soon. Because I feel like that's maybe the problem a little bit with Dead by Daylight nowadays, too. Like, I understand they want to keep things balanced, they want to keep things fair, and when a lot of survivors will say, like, a killer's, like, super imbalanced, they'll do things to kind of nerf him to the ground. I know this from Chucky, because Chucky was so much better when he released originally. He was my favorite killer to play as. And then as time went on, they took stuff away from Chucky. First, they took away his ability to scamper under the pallets, which is what made him really unique to Dead by Daylight. Because he was able to mind game survivors in a way that a lot of other killers can't. Then after they took away Scamper, they made him slower. Then after they made him slower, they did a faster cooldown, or slower cooldown, excuse me, slower cooldown on Slice and Dice. And then that was slower, and that was not really fun to deal with, the slower Slice and Dice. And then, you know, it was one thing after another, Dread Knights, and before you knew it, Chucky is kind of like in, I'd say, B tier. I hope eventually they give him something back. Because, like, where he stands right now, if I were the license holder, I wouldn't be kind of happy with that. Because he doesn't feel impactful. In fact, I haven't seen a Chucky in a long time. I was seeing a Chucky, like, every once in a while in the very, very low ranks, but once I've got into gold, I don't see him anymore. I've seen Lights, I've seen Nemesises, or Nemesis, I guess. I've seen a little bit of Doctor, a lot of Hillbilly. You know, I haven't seen... Oh, I'll just work on the gen with them as well. Another P3. That's a P3 Jill. I guess maybe they're the one that burned the map offering, potentially, here. For the Resident Evil map here. I'm so glad that they changed this map, so that it's 2 different maps, because originally it used to be one very big map, and it used to be kind of a nightmare for killers to play on, because it was just way too big. I feel like them making it smaller is nice. I'm gonna fast hop down here because I know... Is it Nemesis or is it Wesker? It's Wesker! Okay. Because it's not those very loud footsteps. I thought it was gonna be Nemesis. No, it's Wesker. With his amazing dash. We gotta be careful here. Why do you go for the swing? I'm surprised. Come on, Wesker, chase me. I'm gonna drop the pallet here. I thought it was gonna be... Yeah, I thought it was gonna be... Nemesis. Okay, we're going on Wesker. It might be one of the last times we see a Wesker in Dead by Daylight, because, like I just mentioned, in the PTB, one of the things they did do is they're gonna be changing Wesker's power a bit. Like, he's gonna have a bit of a longer cooldown when it comes to doing his dash attack thing. On top of that, they've kind of done some things to nerf his add-ons, if I recall correctly. They have nerfed them before, because back in the day when he came out, again, I'm not sure I 100% agree with this philosophy, but they nerfed them after release because he was too strong. And that's the thing, too. Like, if you look at the pattern, whenever they release a killer, they'll let the killer come out how it was on the PTB for a little bit, and then they just nerf him, like, within the first... like, by the mid-chapter patch. And I don't know, like, I feel like we should wait till at least a new chapter fully before we start nerfing things to the ground, just so we can see, like, ways that survivors can find counterplay to it. If there's no counterplay, then I kind of recommend it. Again, I'm not a filthy survivor main. I originally started playing this game as a killer main. I'm just saying, like, from the killer's perspective, like, particularly Chucky, no scampering to the pallet. That doesn't make me feel great. I bought the DLC and then I can't really use Chucky because Chucky's, like, not very good. At best, you'll maybe get 2K with him. That's why you don't see a lot of Chuckies anymore. There's our very low-tier killers. They're just not, like, super great. That were, like, paid for DLC that seemed like they were going to be great on paper. Dracula is one, where Dracula is not necessarily a great killer because, again, he was somewhat decent and powerful, again, at the beginning of the chapter's release for Castlevania. And then afterwards, then he kind of got, again, nerfed to the ground. Now you don't really see Draculas. I can't even remember the last time I've gone against a Dracula in Dead by Daylight in ranked. So, you know, like, usually... And the thing, too, is, like, there aren't as many killers as there are survivors in this game. So the people who are playing killer, and this is not a dig on the game itself, it's just kind of how it is. I'm gonna... If you do the gen, I'll kill you. I don't want to waste time that we could do doing this gen, healing you, and then the killer comes, and then we don't have the gen done, and you're still going to use our power. That's my thought process here, to be able to get this gen done here. Because if we heal her first, and this gen is very close to being done, you know, we're not going to put ourselves in a winning position. And this Wesker is doing a pretty good job of putting a lot of pressure on a lot of survivors. See, he's coming back. Like, here, at least we'll get the gen done. I can body block for her, if necessary. Come on, Kate. Follow me, Kate. Follow me. We'll heal you. But I just don't want to heal you this close to the gen, because we know what's going to happen with Wesker. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes, I'm going to... I don't want to cleanse the totem. I'm trying to heal her. And look, we led her to the box, too. So we're good. We led her to the box, and then she can use the thing. Alright. Get that heal going. Sweet, sweet, sweet. A little bit of shoulder massage there for her. Okay, good. Alright, nice. I'm not going to break that totem. So Kate is healed up. That generator's already done. I'm going to go look for another gen. Looks like Cheryl just got downed. Still a very winnable situation, Dread Knights. Nobody is on death hook here. Everybody's taking a hook state except me. I'm going to play again stealthy here because it's Wesker, right? And I still don't necessarily know his perks. I don't think he... Okay, the nerd gen pop. Is he staying by them? No, he's giving chase. I'm going to see if I can go around to get them. Let's see here. Because if he's busy in chase with her, or him, or they or them, we can then maybe cut across here to make the save. Hi, are you busy with them? You are? Since you're busy with them, I'm going to go make the save here in broad daylight. Okay. Be free! Be free there! Nice, 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 nice. Very good, very good. Alright, Cheryl has been saved. Now it's up to her to find somebody to heal. I'm gonna go back and look for the rest of the gens that we have to do. Oh, Cheryl got downed again? Oh, no. Honey. Oh, no, it's not Cheryl that got downed. It looks like it's... Oh, no. Oh, man. This is not looking very good. I have to hope he's gonna pick up. I'm gonna have to try to make a save, but I gotta wait. Okay. Another gen done. Still looking very winnable here. Alright. I'm gonna save you. Are you gonna save you? It's follow me if you want to live. Come on, Shayna. If you want to live, follow me. I'm gonna drop the pallet, pre-drop it. Just because, like, Wesker doesn't really like to deal with the pallets because he has to use his power to vault over them, or he has to spend time kicking them. So that's what I'm thinking we're gonna do here. Alright. Still good, still good, still good, still good. Alright. I'm gonna kind of stay stealthy here. Hopefully it doesn't chase me. I don't know. Just gotta be calm. Just gotta be cool. Just gotta be cool, calm, and collective. We can do this, Dread Knights. I believe. Do you believe in me the way that I believe in all of you? I hope you do. I think we got it. We just gotta play a bit more passive. A little bit more stealthy. Most of our games today have been, ironically, us just playing stealthy. Oh, no. I really want to do this gen here because this would be ideal to getting out. That person is on their death hook. Oh, no. I think we're about to say goodbye to Shayna unless somebody's willing to take a body block. Maybe she will get off. Oh, no. gonna try to work on this gen because I don't think... Okay, I see what they did. They buy blocked enough so that Wesker was gonna have to drop her. Hi, do you want to work on this gen? Because I think it's ideal to work on the gen as opposed to trying to heal you right now. Is he gonna come back? Okay, we see somebody's there for the save. Is this gonna be enough time to pop the gen? It looks like they might camp here, maybe? No, he's cutting the corner. This is why I like Kindred. Kindred's so helpful here in this particular situation, guys. I can see him flying by, and then it's a matter of, are you gonna chase me, Wesker? Are you chasing me, Wesker? I think Wesker wants no part of me because of Sprint Burst. Why doesn't he want me? Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Practicing for karaoke. I've got a karaoke stream coming up March 20th. I think that's a Friday, first day of spring. I guess Wesker didn't really want me like that. That's so unfortunate. I'm just gonna do this for a second so that way the game recognizes that I'm actually doing an action. So it doesn't have like crows spawn in front of my head. So I wouldn't really like that. We really gotta do that last gen if we want to get out here. And the problem is we might have free-gened ourselves, which could be bad. Is Wesker coming back this way? That would be surprising. Well, we couldn't save Shayna. That's unfortunate, you know? It happens. Not everybody's gonna be able to get out. Let's go look. I'm gonna see if I can cut the corner here. Oh, I think it's the the gen spawns here. I've been very kind to us. Like, sometimes you'll get a gen to spawn right here in the corner, or around this area. This time it did not. Sometimes you'll find a hex totem that spawns around here. That doesn't seem to be the case either. So I'm just kind of looking to see if we can actually find a gen that's not in the main hole area, because that's going to be the most difficult one to actually do, just because, like, Wesker's going to be on it. There's nothing that way. Again, we're going to be a little bit stealthy. It looks like Kate found the gen. The question is, will Kate be able to pop that gen? If she can, we'll just do door and then we'll get out. Because that might be the most ideal situation here. I don't know, though. I don't know, Dread Knights. It's looking a little bit scary here. It's looking a bit scary. Okay, Kate's off the gen, so she must have heard Wesker coming. She was gonna do the gen again, then she stopped. So my assumption is probably she knows that Wesker's coming. I'm looking again, see if there's a gen in this area. If not, I'm gonna try to go back to the front gen and work on it. Okay, Kate's back on that gen. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna stick close to the door, maybe? Okay, Steve is in chase with Wesker. Are two people gonna escape here, or only one? Yeah, it looks like Steve is gonna be killed because he's on Death Hook. Looks like she's about to finish it. Uh-oh. Cheryl? Not Cheryl. Oh, well. Yep, that was Cheryl. She's dead. I'm gonna open the gate. Because at this point, I think the only one that could get out besides me would be, at this point, Kate. He's gonna go for that door because he's gonna check, but he's gonna try to make it this way almost 100%. I'm so glad I stuck by this door because I was thinking ahead of time, maybe, potentially we might be able to get through this before that. I hope he doesn't have no head though. Even though I think a totem was broken. Hi, Wesker. Bye, Wesker. Alright. That's a question of whether Kate's gonna get out. Let's go. Good job. Good job. Good job, everybody. Alright, she's out. She's just clowning around. Yeah, she's clowning around. She wants to mess with the Wesker. I don't necessarily like that design philosophy, to be honest with you. Because I feel like it's a little mean to, like, just sit there and hold the game, like, hostage as much as possible. Don't do that. Don't do the teabagging thing. That's not nice. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, she's just nodding her head. She's clowning around on him. I don't like when survivors do that too much, because it's like, just get out. So I can go GG next at that point. He's been teased, he's been tormented, he's been bamboozled, he's been scallywagged. Like, do we really need more of that? No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not cool. That's not cool. We don't want that. Don't do that. Alright. Yeah, she's still... I was waiting to see if maybe she would do more, but no. She's still just kind of messing with him. He's not going to play into the game at that point. He just wants her to leave. Because at that point, he knows that she's gonna get out. She's being just mean. I want to tell her, GG, well played. I did the most work there. I didn't really feel like I felt like I played it a little bit more stealthy. I gave them GG, well played. It wasn't no hacks, no one escaped staff. I thought maybe that was potentially going to be one of those perks. It was not to be the case there. Alright. Alright, we're done today, Dread Knights. We got 3 escapes. We got 3 escapes in a dream. Alright. What's next? What's next? Can we make it 4? Probably not. I think at this point, after so many wins that we've gotten, we're going to run into a killer that's MMR is going to be through the roof. And it's going to bring us back down to planet Earth, which rightfully so. We should rightfully so be brought back down to a little bit of reality here. I'm gonna take a swig of hydration while we wait here. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, we're playing Dead by Daylight. We have 3 escapes so far, consecutively. It's a pretty good start to stream. Very good start to stream. For the exception of that first game where it was kind of a little bit like our whole team disconnected and the killer gave us hatch, so it was kind of a pity escape, I guess you could say. But the last 2 games were very interesting, especially against the Wesker. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Perfect. What's next for our hero, Dread? Even though technically some people would consider the survivors the villain of this game, right? Right? If you're having issues with YouTube, please refresh. That's not a me end thing today. As you can see, I'm playing the game just fine. Alright. It's a bill hours! Alright. Green bars. Okay, nice. Alright. I'm gonna do this gen here. What kid are we going against? Is it Sadako? I don't see any TV screens. Usually if it's Sadako, aka the Grudge character, we would, have something here, but we do not. So what is it? Who is it? Could it be a Freddy? Is it Freddy? Might be Freddy. I haven't seen Fred in a while. I'm not angry about that. Keep that in mind. Alright, let's do Jen. Let's do Jen. Okay. Alright. Not looking too bad right now. Not looking too bad at all. Let's just hold here and trust the process, Dread Knights. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, that's 1. That's good. Maybe we'll get the whole gen done? Oh, it is Freddy. Okay, we have to be a bit more careful now. We're in the dream world, and we're doing a gen right next to the basement, which is very bad for us. I'm gonna commit to the gen. I think we have a good possibility of maybe finishing this out. Okay. 1 gen pop. That's great. Nice. Can we get number 2? Can we get another gen to pop? Can we? Cross our fingers, hope for the best, expect the worst here. Oh, I hear somebody running. Oh no. Hi, where did you come from? Why are you body blocking me so I take the hit? Oh god. Nia, why did you do that? You intentionally made me take a hit that I didn't necessarily have to take there. Toxic Nia, like usual. Every Nia that has a cosmetic, they're always going to be so toxic like that. Why you did that? I don't need to take a hit for you. You could have taken a hook state there. Okay. Let's do this gen, and then from there I'll find the alarm clock to wake up. You know, that Nia is playing for herself maybe at that point. Okay. I might come back. Those are your consequences of your actions. They might come back to bite you if you need actually help then. Just saying. You know, maybe I won't forget that atrocity that you did here. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I think this gen's gonna get popped. Yeah, definitely. Can you heal me? Are you waking me up? I wanted to be healed, though. Okay. So much for being healed. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the alarm clock. This is why I bring self-care to solo queue, too. For this particular situation, where maybe I'm gonna have to, you know, do everything myself to be able to. So I'll use the alarm clock. Wake up! Hi. Is that the same Nia from before, or is that the Meg? Okay, so I'm gonna self-care here. Because I really don't want people injured. I don't know if, like, the killer is chasing them. So if, like, somebody's injured is running into me, like... And it happens a lot in solo queue. Case in point, I think they're being chased by Freddy right now. They are. See, that's what they were trying to do, is try to run us into... He knows I'm here, but he wants to give chase to the other player, which is fine. I'm gonna wait here and try to heal up, because essentially that's our play here. I think that's the best thing we can do. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We're gravy. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. It's Freddy! Man, whatever you do, don't fall asleep, Dread Knights. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. I'm not the one panicking. I have a full head of hair right now, Dread Knights. I'm definitely not the one panicking. Alright, Freddy's not... He's hard to deal with, but he's not that hard. He used to be really, really good when he originally came out, which I feel like is the theme of everything I've said today. Like, killers come out super strong in this game, and then they get nerfed, like, right around the mid-chapter. And then from there, sometimes later down the road, they buff them. Alright. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're gravy, we're good. That person's not that good right now. I think I'm gonna go for the alarm clock over here. Wake ourselves up. Maybe look in the big building to see if potentially we can do a gen there too. That might be ideal for this situation. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Alright. Let's keep pushing here. I'm gonna do this gen over here. Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. He just teleported to that gen. So let's wait. He's a knower. This Freddy has information. He knows. He knows. It's okay. Oh, no. Somebody got hit. Okay, as long as you don't run this way, it might give me some time to do the gen. Okay. All our games today, we've had to play, like, smart and stealthy to be able to survive. Okay. Doing gen. That's nice. It's looking promising here, Dread Knights. I think we got this. I think we're great. I think we're gravy. I think we're awesome. We're phenomenal right now. It does take a while to do these gens, though. 11? No, 11 didn't get down. Nia. I don't feel too bad about that Nia getting down, because that's the Nia that basically blocked us from escaping in the shack, because she wanted me to take a hit instead of her getting hooked. And she literally body blocked the exit for me to get out, so I'm not, like... You know, I'm not super inclined to save her. Maybe our teammates will. Plus, on top of that, I'm on this gen, and look how far away I am. So it's more ideal for me to just try to fish this gen. Are you running him into me? You are! That's great. Alright, thank you, Sprint Burst here. Let's try to run the loop here. I'm gonna go back inside, run up the stairs. Maybe I'll give chase that way. That's the one thing I really hate sometimes about solo queue. You will run into groups that are just gonna run. I think that's a hex totem. I'm not 100% sure, but it looked like a hex totem. Okay, he broke chase from me. Maybe went to go teleport to another gen. So I'm gonna try to go back to doing the gen I was doing. That's annoying. Again, like sometimes in solo queue, you have people that just don't want to take the hit and take the hook state, so they'll run the killer intentionally. Nah. You know what? I'm not gonna heal you until... Oh, wake you up? Wake up. Wake up. Okay. I'm gonna do the gen. You wanna get healed? You can hang out there. I'm not gonna heal you until I finish gen. This gen's kind of important at this point. Yeah, do the gen, and then I heal you. That's the agreement here. Because in the time that she's healing her, and the time I'm healing her, we could do the gen. We can move far away from here. I can heal her back up. It's the... You know that saying, work smarter, not harder? That really applies to Dead by Daylight a lot of the times. Uh-oh. Somebody went down. Dustin, no. You know, it's the old gritty veteran of Bill here. Okay, I'll heal you now if you want. Because now I'll heal you and I'll go look for the alarm clock. See? That's way more effective to do, Dread Knights. That's way more effective than what our people like to do. Some people like to heal and then to do the gen. Do gen, I heal you afterwards. Case in point. Oh, he's coming back. Is he coming for me? No. What I do like is when you're in the dream world that the chase music changes. So it's like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, better stay awake. 9, 10, never sleep again. That's the Freddy rhyme from Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Probably not. It's the rhyme that they used in all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, at least the first 5 of them, I want to say. Mostly prominent from the first film, which I did do a watch-along with Sister Dread. By the way, Sister Dread says hello. She's busy with college work right now. That's why we haven't seen Sister Dread return to the channel in a while. She'll be back maybe at some point. Maybe when she has college break, we'll do something with that. Okay. I can't really work on that gen right now. It was kind of funny because I was talking to Sister Dread earlier, and she was like, Dread, do you want to do my college paper for me and I'll do your stream instead? And I was like, I'm just not in the mindset to do a college paper. I haven't had to do a college paper in so many years at this point, Dread Nights. You know? So at this point, it's just like, you know, I'm just vibing, I'm just relaxed, I'm just chilling. You know, I could write a paper. I graduated from college with honors. I had a 4.0 GPA. My degree is in writing, believe it or not. Oh my goodness, hi Freddy. He's back again. That dangerous, dangerous man, Fred. I'm gonna see if I can maybe run him to chase me and maybe I'll take a hook state finally. No, he's not interested in me. Senpai doesn't want to notice me. Hi. I'm not healing you. I remember what you did to me last time. I want to wake up. I remember when you body blocked me, Nia. Yeah, I'll heal you now. Oh, he's coming? You better hope that I can get this heal up for you before he shows up for the down. I think you're cooked, madam. Does he see me? I would have went for the pallet saver there, but I couldn't. Hi, Fred. Fred, notice me, Fred. He's not interested in me. He doesn't want to play the sprint burst game. Oh, man. Fred Krueger is not interested in the old demands. He's only like some young, apparently. Oh, boy. Okay, let's go help this survivor with the gen. He's not interested in the old man. Okay, let's do this gen here. Alright, we're good. Pop it. Alright, great. The doors are powered on. I gotta see who's gonna go after. I think we might be safe here. Sometimes Freddy Krueger runs Blood Warden, though, so maybe the exit gates are gonna get blocked. We don't know necessarily here, Dread Knights. No, they're doing the door. Okay. Oh, let me wait on this. I think Fred's coming back. Oh, he has no head. Oh, no. Well, you're gonna be busy picking her up. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. It's been real. Woo! GG's! We got another escape today, Dread Knights. We got 4 escapes on stream. Woo! 4 escapes. Let's go. We good. I don't think we're getting any more escapes today. And Nia is dying. Justice, man. Justice for us. She body blocked us. That's karma, man. That's karma right there. Dustin got out, so did 11. Alright, Nia dies. Remember, she body blocked me. I said the consequences of her actions because she was playing toxic from the beginning of the game. She was running people, or running the killer into other people's gens and stuff, you know? There's some comeuppance there. Alright, 3rd place. I don't really care too much. We got the escape. That's what really matters. What did they have? Barbecue, chili, surge. Pop goes to Weasel. Interesting loadout. It wasn't as gen regression as I thought it was going to be. We'll queue into another match, and I will take a sip of hydration. I think we have time for maybe 1 or 2 more matches. How is everybody? Hopefully good. What are you eating for dinner? I'm going to be having Taco Bell today. I'm having the chicken bacon ranch street chalupas, which are pretty good. An order of the chicken bacon ranch nacho fries, which are pretty good. And I'm also going to have a potato, what is it called? Loaded beef griller thing, I think it's called. It's basically ground beef, potatoes inside a, like, burrito wrap, which is really good. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be a limited time item, and then it turned out to be, like, a full-time item. So I was very happy about that. Very sugoi. Sugoi indeed. Madam. I'm vibing. 4 escapes, which means we're probably never escaping for the rest of the stream. But that's okay. That's okay. I didn't expect to win every game today. I wasn't expecting to go for 4 games in a row without dying, even. You know, but I think our luck's gonna run out, right? Because at some point, we're not gonna be able to, like, get as many escapes anymore. Alright. What are we gonna do? Where do we go from here? What is going to become of us? So we have Sable, we have Nia, and we have Renato. Is he shirtless? He looks shirtless. Where do I get a shirtless cosmetic? Hey, Dead by Daylight devs. When can we get a shirtless Dread? I got the jacket. I got the white t-shirt on. How about me? Why can't I be a shirtless survivor? Imagine me in Dead by Daylight as a survivor. That'd be so cool. That would never happen. They'll never put a VTuber into Dead by Daylight. But hey, you can dream maybe, right? Imagine that. Dread in Dead by Daylight. Because I'm not going to make it into Fortnite. There's going to be other VTubers way before I'll ever make it into Fortnite at this point. Even though I've played Fortnite for a very long time. But hey. Alright, queuing into this match. Will we survive? After 4 escapes on stream, I think our luck's gonna run out at this point, right? Because the more you win, the harder it gets. The more you win, the worse it can be. The more you win, sometimes the teams start playing a little bit more selfishly. Because it is solo queue that I'm doing. I'm not, like, queued up with actual, like, people I know. Again, like, if you want to play with me on, I don't really play with viewers on stream, like I've mentioned this before. I usually play off a stream with the Discord. So if not, you can, like, join our Discord there. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Survivors are aware of blood points for completing objectives, evading the killer and stuff. Okay. That's good, but what killer are we actually going against? That's what I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Azeroth's resting place. This map is good for Survivor. Killers generally hate it, but it also depends on the gen placement, right? Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? We're going into the shack and maybe do the shack gen here. Hello. Konnichiwa. Ohayo! Technically, I think it's morning in Japan right now, so it'd be Ohayo! Oh no. It's another Legion. Oh, man. Here we go. Please don't bunch up. The only way to beat Legion is not to be bunched up. Oh, he's coming fast. He wants me. He wants me so bad. Oh no, it's the Hunk. The Hunk Legion. That means this is the same Legion we played against. This was the Legion we played against in Game 2 that we escaped. Oh no, he's back for revenge. I think we're gonna get paired up with him again. He was very, very mad the last game. He is about to probably have his revenge. Oh no. Dread Knights, will you hold my hand? Will you hold my hand? I'm scared. I'm scared. Somebody here. Somebody protect me. Somebody protect me from the Legion. This Legion is gonna have it out for me. Do you know how much annoying stuff that I did against this Legion in Game 2? Like, I was just not really gen rushing, but I was doing the gens, and I was constantly, like, the one that was responsible for him not getting the 4 stacks of his, I forgot what they call it, but his special power. So, like, he's not gonna like that me. Especially, it's the same exact cosmetics, so this has got to be the same Legion at this point. Oh, no. They're not healing up, which I can kind of understand because that's counterplay for Legion. But then you're also going to give Legion the ability to down you like that. Yeah. Ooh, no. Not every... again, this is not a dig on the team. Keep that in mind. Not a dig on the team. We've played with some very good teammates. Last 3 games were very, very good teammates that know what they were doing. But it's hard to counterplay against Legion because you can't... The thing about it is you can't bunch up. And a lot of things that happen, like when you get higher up in the ranks, is a lot of people want to, like, go make the save. Case in point there. They want to run the loop. On top of that, it looks like the person trying to make the save is not healing. So realistically, what are you going to do there? I'm going to have to go to make the save. Because if not, this might be a mitigated disaster. Because it looks like 2 of them are on the hook already. This might be unwinnable, which is fine. I've won 4 games in a row. It's about time you're going to lose some. And I'm going to try to keep us in the fight as long as possible. Hi! Ah, I mended, but that should give them time to make the save. Okay. That gives you time. Go make the save. Go make the save. I bought you some time and dropped the pallet. The Nia's got to make the save, because if not, that's like game over for all of us. I can't go make the save because obviously I'm mended now if I don't give chase. If I continue chase, I'll get auto down. This is looking like this might be over already. I gotta heal up if we even want a chance of doing this. The Nia's trying to loop, but I gotta heal to be able to make the save. Yeah, he's gonna get everybody out of the game. This is wash. He's getting his revenge. It's fine. Not every team is gonna be able to counterplay this. I think the problem here, from my perspective, was that everybody tried to make saves without healing. Because worst case scenario, we all heal up, we make the save, he starts using his power, and then we have to mend. But it keeps us in the game a little bit longer, as opposed to this way, where you all went, like, risky into it, and now it's basically a two survivor situation. I don't know, like, you know? I don't think it's winnable, but I'm going to try to play the game out. I'm not going to play for Hatch, because I hate to do that. Because I like to actually do the objective. So we'll try to do some gens. Maybe Nia comes over at some point. We can give her a heal. Looks like Nia's over this way. She might be running the killer into us. Oh, there's somebody on hook? I didn't even realize. I thought there was somebody dead. I'm going to try to make the save here. I didn't realize that they were still in this, to be honest with you. I had a potato brain moment. Hi, would you like to play Dead by Daylight some more here, Sable? Alright, Sable. I can't really heal you there, so maybe if you come this way, I can give you a little bit of a heal, and maybe we can continue to play this game. I think the Legion has this one, though, at this point. Because Legion's basically got everybody. I'm going to pre-drop that. Because worst case scenario, he's got a fast vaulted here. He's going to want to eventually come to me, right? Yeah. Because I'm like the only dude here. Can I run the loop? Which way is he? I don't see him. Oh, he's behind me. Okay. He's swinging. Okay, so I'm going to take my first hook state. Because at least maybe that'll buy them some time to hopefully heal up at this point. I'm looking for a pallet. There's nothing here. Yeah, no pallet. I think there's one there. Maybe get the Volt. Break it. Is he going to mind game? I don't know. Let's see. Hi. Oh, he hid there. Wise. Smart boy. I can't get angry at that. Oh, no. Okay. We okay. It's okay. It's no worries. No worries. Surely one of our teammates will come to save us. Surely they will. I don't know. They're going in the basement to heal. That might be smart or bad, because what happens if he has barbecue and chili, sees you in the basement, you both heal, he downs you in the basement, and then we're all out. That is potentially a situation that can happen here, Dread Knights. I don't know. We'll see. I'd say Legion's got this. Almost 100% Legion's got this. But hey, 4 escapes on stream. I wasn't expecting more than that. So at this point, MMR's maybe not going to be in our favor anymore. Oh no. Are they going to come back for me? Or am I just going to chill on this hook for a while? Legion's going to be proximity camping, which is fine. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That's what Legion's got to do. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing whatsoever. You know? Legion's got to do what Legion's got to do here. This is his revenge match. This is his revenge arc from game number 2. It's the same Legion. I know that for a fact because it's the same cosmetic. It's a very similar playstyle too. It's just unfortunate this team kind of fell prey to it. Because like a lot of people don't want to heal up with Legion. Because they're like, oh yeah, but Legion can just keep using his power. But if you're going to stay bunched up and you're trying to make saves and you're not healing, then he's just going to down you, which is basically what's happened here. You know? So I think it's better to heal and make the save than to stay injured so he can't use his power. But it's not, this isn't the winning strategy as we've seen here. Again, I'm not complaining about the team. I'm just analyzing this from a game state perspective, right? Sable is mending, maybe, potentially. She looks injured. I'm going to try to heal up, and maybe I'm going to try to make my way to one of the survivors. And maybe we could give them a little bit of a heal. Okay. Nia broke a totem, a hex totem, so hopefully that wasn't no, and she downed right away. See, this is why I say there's value in healing against Legion. Just in that situation, if she had been healed, she could have taken a hit and then taken a chase as opposed to taking the auto down. You know? And they have nerfed Legion a bit since Okay, Sable's in the basement healing. I don't know if necessarily this is the best idea, but I'm gonna go down, heal her in the basement, and try to make the save. Because I feel like if I try to make the save now, the problem is the Legion's gonna proximity camp the hook up for a bit. So we might be playing prey to that situation, maybe? I don't know, you know? If you missed any of the stream, definitely check out the VOD, because game number 2, game number 3, especially the last game that I played against Freddy, those were all very, very entertaining matches at Dead by Daylight. It was a nice, good back and forth between the survivors and the killer. This one, I would say the killer is definitely doing more work. I'm gonna see if maybe I could do this gen, but at this point I think it's kind of a wash for this matchup, which is unfortunate. It happens, you know? Can't win them all. Sable, are you gonna do this gen? Barbecue and chili? Yeah, I think he has barbecue and chili, because he knew to come over to that gen very quick. Unless he has discordance, too. Because discordance says, like, when you're on a gen with another survivor and somebody's hooked, you can see who they are. I'm gonna try to make the save. Because, again, I'm trying to kind of still play this match out, even though I don't think it's really gonna... I think at this point, we're playing for Hatch, which I don't like those type of game states. Because at this point, it's like everybody's gonna be selfish, as opposed to doing gens. It's not the most intuitive gameplay, I'll say. Honestly, when it comes to Dead by Daylight, I would like to see a rework to how Hatch works, right? I would like to see something, because I feel like a lot of what happens in solo queue when we get to this particular state where everybody's like on death hook and they don't want to like start doing gens and stuff, like I feel like maybe we need to rework it so that certain conditions have to be met so that Hatch can be opened. Like maybe have at least a certain amount of gens done, maybe have it so that, I don't know, Hatch opens to 2 survivors, even though that might be too much. I don't know. Maybe have it so you have to find a key, and have it so that, like, you have to open the hatch with the key. Like, they have the key item, obviously, right? But, like, this particular situation, it's not very, like, fun, because we just basically are now in a hatch camp situation where either I try to do an objective, or I wait for Sable to die, or, in this case, Legion just comes after me and downs me. Like, it's not thrilling, right? And it's not the Legion's fault. Keep this in mind. It's not the Legion's fault. This is a situation strictly where it's solo queue and Sable's going to play for Hatch. So Sable's probably hiding in a locker right now. And I'm probably going to get downed, put on the hook, maybe not even save. You know, it's okay. Like, I'm not mad at the killer for that. I understand. I just feel like the way Hatch works at endgame kind of should... a little bit of tweaking would be nice. Just because, like, these type of things where it's Hatch standoffs, like, I'm looping them so much. And the time that I was looping them, they could have done a generator, and we would have been at least 1 gen. But they're not doing that. At this point, they're cleansing a totem to then maybe... You know, it's unfortunate. Those games are those games, but what are you going to do about it? Depending on the length of the next game, we'll probably do 1 more, and then I think we dip out there. Alright. No. LB. No, LB. I'm just gonna kind of stay in. Some people want you to automatically die on the hook so that they can get the hatch. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna play out the objective. You notice how Sable was staying very campy? They were never gonna try to make a save for us. They were just hatch camp. That's again, it sucks. Like, with solo queue in particular, it's kind of annoying when you get into those game states. Because, you know, at this point, it was like either killer was slugging, which a lot of killers don't necessarily like to do that, which I appreciate the Legion for not slugging. He's a far better man than some other killers I've run into in this game. You know, what do you do about it, right? Alright. Still good. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this as much as possible. Because, like, again, I'm gonna wait. Like, she wants me to automatically die here so she can get a hatch. I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult so at least Legion gets to play the game as well. Because I feel like it's not fair to the Legion, too, if I just automatically died on Hook 2. At least that's my thought process. I could be wrong about that, but, you know. Some people be like, oh, just die so they get hatch. No, let Legion be able to play. Okay, Legion downed her, see? So this is why you don't hatch camp too. Man, you know, it's all part of that. It's all part of that. So the Legion got his 4K. Legion played an amazing game. Hats off to the Legion here. I just was a little bit annoyed that, like, Sable didn't do anything a lot of the game, is just kind of, like, hiding, but, you know, I would dare say that she didn't really do anything and just kind of griefed a little bit there. You know? But hey, you know, GG's to the Legion. I am reporting her, though, because she just didn't play the game at the end. You know? And sometimes in solo queue, you run two. I think I'm going to do, like, one more match. And then I think we're good for the day. Maybe two, depending on the length of the games, but I think after 4 escapes and that last match, I think I've had my fill of Dead by Daylight for a while. At least till next Friday. I don't know if actually I'm going to play Dead by Daylight next Friday. I might play it after next Friday, because I don't remember when the patch comes out. Like, there's the new chapter... Let me see. Oh, the new chapter's the 17th. If I remember correctly. Or the 26th, was it? Okay, we will play Dead by Daylight next week. Had a brain fart there. Alright. What's next? What's next? What's next, Dread Knights? Take a while to get in our lobby. That's the other thing that's kind of concerning, the lobby times today. Because they've been pretty long waits for the lobbies. Bum, bum, bottom. So what do you think? Next week, maybe we play Dwight? And if we don't play Dwight, maybe we play Nia? I have a couple of Nia cosmetics. I stopped playing her because killers usually, like, associate her with being toxic. Which I don't think is really the case, but, you know, I've seen a lot of toxic Nias and skins and stuff. Alright, so we have a Jane, we have a Kate, and we have a Fang. It's ironic because I was just talking about Fang. And how sometimes Fangs can be a bit toxic. Well, remember the Freddy game? The Fang that, like, intentionally body blocked the door so we would get hit by Freddy? So there is some truth to toxic Nias and the reputation that they get. I think there was a YouTube or Twitter account that was like Toxic Neo was the handle, and it was kind of like that. Alright. I try to play as wholesome as I can, Dead by Daylight. I don't necessarily always get to, though. Alright. Unfortunately, I think I've run out of, like, toolboxes at this point, too. So I gotta do stuff on the Blood Whip. I'm not gonna do it on stream. Dark Lord. Ooh. The Dark Lord has risen of actual Dracula from Castlevania. The Castlevania chapter. Remember I said I haven't seen a whole bunch of Draculas? This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be fascinating. This is gonna be phenomenal. Hopefully. I haven't gone against a Dracula since he got nerfed. It's taking a while to get into the lobby. Don't tell me somebody disconnected from the match. That would be super unfortunate. As long as it's not me, Dread Knights. As long as it's not me. That's the main thing here, you know? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? I don't think we're going to actually have the match. It looks like maybe either Killer wasn't ready or one of the survivors. Maybe the interweb was. It's taking a while to load. Oh, no. Yeah, this is definitely a disconnect at this point. It's not me, because I'm in green on OBS. My internet's fine, so it's definitely not me. What could it be? 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 It's a disconnect. It's taking way too long to load in. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Yep, disconnect. The question is who disconnected, though. Match canceled. Player disconnected. Could have been a cheater and they got, you know, thing. Won't tell you who disconnected either. Somebody disconnected before the actual game started. That's unfortunate. Oh, well. I don't have a matchmaking penalty, so it was definitely not me. But somebody's about to receive a matchmaking penalty for that. Alright, on to the next one then. Alright. What could it be? Well, on to another thrilling one. You know? It's so confusing. By the way, you know, for everybody that's watching, Dread is very good at preventing stream sniping in Dead by Daylight, so if you do try to do it, good luck with that, fam. It's probably not gonna happen. And by probably, I mean it's definitely not going to happen, because this is one of those games that I've used to stream this on Twitch way back in the day. So when I used to stream on Twitch, and this was before like they did things to hide names and stuff, I have ways and methods of preventing stream sniping. You know, I put stream delay by a lot, and it's very hard to queue into my lobby. I have friends that play this all the time, so I know, like, when people are trying, like, if you try stream snipe, it's not gonna work. The only reason I say this is because I realize I'm seeing, like, one particular individual that keeps popping in and out every time I'm queuing into lobby. So I was just, like, want to give them the heads up. You're never going to queue into my lobby. Good luck. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Alright. We have a Sable, we have a Jake, and we have an Ada. Why does their Ada skin look way different than mine? I have Ada too, but I don't remember Ada looking like that with the pose when I use Ada. Did they give Ada any cosmetics? Did they? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to check that off of stream. No, we're waiting. We're waiting. That's gonna take a while. This will probably be the last one because it's just taking a long time to get a match. And then on top of taking a long time to get a match, nobody in my lobby is willing to queue up. Okay, there we go, finally. Finally, I felt like it was gonna take forever here, you know? It's only a 2-hour stream, just saying, Dread Knights. Just saying, only a 2-hour stream. Alright. Bloody streamers, we got the cake offering. We'll see how this goes. Wonder who we're gonna go against. When injured, a survivor can be healed by another survivor, or they can heal themselves with a medkit. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Keys. Yeah, but nobody really uses keys anymore because they've changed the way those worked. You know? And, like, it used to be where you could open the hatch with the key item. And then they changed it because they realized, like, that was a little too busted bringing the key in because you would have somebody that would, like, get out with the key, and then the other person would go through the doors, and I don't want to say killers complain, but they did technically complain about that. Alright. We'll do Jen here and see how this goes. Okay, all of us on the Jen may be promising depending on what the killer is. Gonna look around here because we gotta be careful. Ada is in chase. Okay, maybe we'll just be able to pop this Jen safely. We'll have to do a good start at least here. We'll have to do a good start. We'll have to do a good one. Maybe potentially a good one. Yeah. I think it's pretty smooth. I think it's pretty chill at this point. Alright, one Jen down. That's great. Alright, let's look for another one. I'm gonna be very stealthy here because honestly, I don't know what killer we're going against. We haven't heard chase music. The only information we have is that Ada Wong is in chase and injured. But other than that, we really don't know anything. Right? So I'm gonna try to work on the Jen over here. Potentially? Maybe? Indubitably? Potentially? I don't know. We'll see. Again, I don't expect to escape every game, too. I don't really stress the results. Just play chill, Dead by Daylight. That's what I like to do. Alright, let's repair. This Gen's gonna take a while. There's 2 people on Gens. Ada is hooked there. They're close to the Ada, though. I don't know what killer we're going against, so let's see if they make the save. I'll continue to work on this Gen for now. And see how it goes. I think we're okay. What are they doing? They look like they're trying to loop. What killer are they going against? They dropped a pallet. And then they run back. Why are they running back to the Gen where the person was doing it? Are they trying to get that teammate injured? They are. That was really selfish of that first teammate that did that. Oh, the Gen exploded there. Maybe the killer comes over this way. Oh, did it again. I'm trying to see if I can lure him here. Because, you know, purposely messing up the gen, it seems like that would be something that they would do. Okay, good. Okay, they did that gen there. Let me see. Try to make the save unless they go for it. There's a lot of people getting hooked. This looks like this might be over already, too. It looks like these last two games we've just kind of had games with survivors that just were kind of issues. I'm going to go back. There's one person that can make the save there. Let me just go finish that gen. Because I was expecting to come back. Let me just finish it, because this is a far gen. We can do it. I'm not going to fast vault over that. That'd be kind of stupid, in my opinion, to do that. And let's just focus on gen. Let's do gen. Alright. Let's repair this one. Still pretty good. Alright, LB, good. Let's continue here, Dread Knights. We should be pretty good. LB, that's good. LB, even better. Still good, still good. I don't know if we're gonna win this one, though. The way the team's going, 3 gens, kind of winnable. They're on their definite. I still don't know what killer we're going against, to be honest with you. I have no clue. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Let me just do this one. The team is interesting, too. I love Kindred for this reason, because I can kind of see what everybody's doing, so it kind of gives us a little bit of hope. A little bit of promise, potentially. We have Sable Ward, we have Ada Wong. Let's look around. See if we can do this gen here. I still have no clue what killer it is. What killer do you think it is, Dread Knights? Who is it? Who is it? Show yourself, man. Show yourself. Show thyself. Where are you, Destroyer? Show thyself. Sable. Oh, okay, I get it. That's kind of funny considering Scream 7 is out in movie theaters. Oh, well, we got the pallet drop, but that's not gonna matter too much there. We pallet dropped Ghostface Killer. He's got me. Where we could chase him to, too. There's that pallet there, but I don't think it's gonna work. Hi, buddy. Oh, missed. I wanted to drop the pallet, though. We're not gonna make it because of that closed off. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. It's Ghostface Killer. Scream 7's out, so I can't get mad at that. That's good promotion, right? I haven't seen Scream 7. I was supposed to go see it with Sister Dread, but like I said, Sister Dread, currently in college, so she's got like a whole bunch of papers and stuff, which makes things a little bit more difficult, Dread Knights. A little bit more difficult, just a little bit. They stopped doing gens too, which is kind of the scary part here. I feel like the rest of the team's probably playing for themselves. This is the solo queue part of it, right? Oh, well, they saved me. Thank you. Thank you. Gonna run off to heal myself somewhere where it might be a little bit more safe to do that. Because, like, Ghostface isn't gonna come to here because this gen's done. Ada, I'm, like, literally right behind you. Okay. Thank you. Give me the heals. Well, at least the Ada gave us a little bit of back rubs and stuff. I mean, how often do you get to be, you know, given a back rub and stuff by a beautiful woman, you know? A beautiful brunette. Not very often, right? Well, look respectfully, Dread Knights. That's an order. Look respectfully. We respect women on this channel. I will return the favor since they were nice enough to heal us, right? See? Positivity in Dead by Daylight. Who would have ever guessed that, Dread Knights? Okay, LB, good. Alright, nice. Alright. Very good. Trying to get to the opposite side of the map to do the gens when Ghostface is stealthy. It's gonna be a unique challenge. Okay, another gen done. Good. So we just gotta do one gen. And essentially we got this. The problem is making it into an area where he's not applying a whole bunch of pressure. They may have gen locked themselves too. I'm gonna wait and see if I can make the save, because I feel like the only way we're maybe potentially gonna be able to get out of this situation is playing a bit stealthy. Remember, the 4 escapes that I had, all of them, except for the first one, correction, came from being stealthy and making the saves and then taking chases when necessary. I'm gonna go save them, because if I'm not mistaken, that's Sable, right? Sable, I'm coming to save you, darling. I'm coming to save you. the R2 should really do the gen. We don't need to all be here. Hi there, Sable. Okay, go heal them then, since you came that way. And I will go look for a gen, hopefully in a different area. There's no gen up there. Ooh, gen placement not too great right now. Dread Knights, this is not looking too good. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, hi, Ghosty. He's here. He sees me. But he doesn't want me. He doesn't want me, man. Story of my life, right? Story of my life. None of these killers really want me until the end. They know. They're knowers, I suppose. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. He knows I'm here, so let's play a little bit more campy. Hello? Hello? Okay, okay, okay. We're good. We're chill. We're cool. We're good. Hey, Yerv is streaming Dead by Daylight. So, Yerv is a pretty old-timer friend of mine. So when you get done here on stream with me, maybe go check out Yerv. Because Yerv is cool peeps. He's the Rat King. He's far better Dead by Daylight player than I am. Alright. Let's go here. Also, if you're into VTubers, I will do this plug, even though I'm like not super buddy-buddy with them. Grape-chan, which is a pretty cool indie VTuber, has done a couple things with Nimi Nightmare recently, particularly Dota 2. She is having a new model reveal at 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch and YouTube today. So definitely give Grape-chan some love, too, if you're not familiar with Grape-chan. I obviously not going to redirect because, you know, when it comes to, like, redirecting into VTubers or our streams, I tend to not do that. And again, you know, we have such a small fan base here that I don't really think, like, redirects really is necessary. If we had more people in it, like when I do Yu-Gi-Oh, I would. Alright, I'm waiting to see if maybe Sable just the gen here, because trying to make that save in the basement is going to be rough. I feel like everybody's not really, like, the people who have one hook state are not, which is me too, right? We've been a little bit more campy, but I feel like that was the game plan here. You know? I don't know. I don't know, yeah. They're not going for the save. And the thing is, like, the Dwight can take the hook here. You know? I'm just gonna do this totem. Because I don't want the crows to be on me. Okay, see, now Jake made the save. See, now that evens it out a little bit, because if someone takes an injured state here, not Sable, that's the one I didn't want to take the hook state, we could maybe turn this one around. I still feel like this is Ghostface game to win. So I feel like everybody doesn't want to do that last gen, and there's definitely more gens in the area. The problem is they gen lock them, aka free gen, so then it's very easy for this particular killer to just kind of patrol that area. You know? It'd be like that sometimes, Dread Knights. See, everybody... Look, there's one person that's hiding in the locker. This other person's hanging out over here. And we're kind of hoping that Sable was going to do the gen. She did it. I'm going to see if I can try to make the save maybe potentially here. Did Sable get worried? No. Ada got worried. Sable's getting hooked. Well, she's on hook number 2. Is that Def Hook? It is Def Hook. Aw, man. See, this is where it becomes unfun again. Because it's just us basically playing towards Hatch. Which that's not like a super fun game state. Alright. So now, I'm going to try to see if I can make the gen. Because it's still a winnable situation by doing the door and we can both potentially get out. Wait a minute. Are you hiding in the locker and not going to continue to do anything? Bro. Bro, get out of that locker. Get out of that locker. We're not playing for Hatch. This is still a winnable situation where we can do this gen. Yes. I'll give you a heal if you want, maybe. But I'm not going to. You notice how he just hid in the locker? He wasn't even going to play the rest of the game out? Come on. You want a heal? Are you just going to go hide in that locker? I think you're just going to go hide in that locker. So I'll give you half a heal. If you follow me to a gen, I'll give you the rest of the heal. Might be a little toxic, but I think he's just going to hide in the locker at this point. And at least doing that little thing will notify the killer. It's like, come on, bro. Play the match out. Like, I'm looking for a gen here. This gen is done. See, that was my next plan of action in case it was that gen. So, you know, like, I'm still trying to actively play this game in Dead by Daylight, but unfortunately the Jake is kind of like, nah, I'm playing for Hatch, fam. I don't, you know, there's not much we can do here. I can try to do the gen here, but I don't know if Ghostface is camping it out. I gotta kind of look around to see. I think we're okay. I don't know, because he's stealth. He's got us. He's marked us. Ah, we're down. See? He was still in the locker. He wasn't really doing anything. So, Jake was just going to play for Hatch anyway. That's why I kind of hate those games, because it's like once... That was a winnable one, and I would have healed him, but I knew he was never going to do a gen. Like, I'd be surprised if he makes a save here, but I'm not super confident about it. I don't think so. Which is okay. I don't even expect to win every one of them. You do what you can. 4 escapes is plenty on stream, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna intentionally die, so he gets like hatched, because that'd be kind of stupid. See, I was just kind of like hiding in the lockers. Is he coming back for the save? I doubt it. Is he? He made this. He's coming back for the save. Now he wants to play as a team. The problem is he has crows. That's why he can't. Notice, look at the crows. He has the crows. So because he has the crows, he was alerting the location, which is a punishment for just like hiding and not doing any sort of actions whatsoever in the game and waiting for hatch. Which, the crows are a nice little thing, but on top of that, it's just kind of annoying, because, like, what am I going to do? I can, like, heal with self-care, but then it puts me in a situation of I'm going to have to either do the gens. You have to see whether the Ghostface is actually going to pick him up and hook him. Which I think probably at this point, judging from the way that the Ghostface... Much too. It's either I go back and try to do that gen because I can't get to the opposite side of the map. You know? It's one of those things. I can't get to the opposite side of the map. I would love to, but... Ghostface has so much pressure on that side. And Ghostface isn't going to pick up, too, so, you know. He's going to kind of grief the game, too. So it's like, this is... It's kind of soft, like the game's held hostage, in a way. Because, look, he's not picking up. This is the one thing that I really wish, like, behavior would fix with the game. Like, we used to have Unbreakable as base kit for a while in Dead by Daylight. I think they removed it. Where, like, if you were down for a certain amount of time and you got full heal, you could have, like, an Unbreakable state. But, like, I might have to start bringing back Unbreakable, which is ironically Abdul's perk, just for solo queue. Because, again, like, I just gotta try to do the gen. He's not gonna pick it up. And then Ghostface basically 4Ks this way. Like, there isn't that much I could do. You refuse. So it's like, it's not a fun game this way. Because it's an end game. We had 2 problems here, right? First problem was... Jake didn't want to play the rest of the game out, refused to work on gens, refused to do anything, so that's why he got crows. Then the second part of the issue is Ghostface refuses to hook. He doesn't want to hook. This guy could be put on his death hook. He doesn't want to do it because he just wants to hold the game out for like a 4K. And then it's like, this is... And again, you know, this is the killer's right. They can play the game however they want. I'm not going to complain about it. But this is one of those things where the devs really need to address it. Because this type of playstyle, and particularly you see it more so when you get higher up into the ranks, is the one that turns people off of Dead by Daylight. Like, I'm dead now. There's nothing I can do to get out of this situation. And he purposely just, you know, didn't pick up Jake so he could just camp it out and hold the game out. It sucks, in a way. I don't expect to escape, but I would have preferred a more thrilling endgame so that we just don't sit here waiting for, like... basically the last 5 minutes for something exciting to happen. This is why a lot of people like 2v8, because like 2v8 is kind of exciting with the 2 players and stuff. Honestly, I would be for like 2v8 staying permanently, because sometimes you get these matches in 1v4 that's just like, that whole end of the game was really not really a game, because it was just my teammate held the game hostage because he refused to do anything. I was trying to do something. But I couldn't really work in the gen, because it's where I'm going to call it for Dead by Daylight today, because I don't think, like, the lobbies are going to get better based on the last 2 games. But hey, 4 escapes followed by 2 not-so-great matches, I'll take it. Dead by Daylight, I don't stress results. I just chill and I relax and I vibe. It's unfortunate. I would like for behavior to do some things to address, like, the hatch standoff. Because I think, personally, the hatch standoff is probably the most not engaging type of thing to really have to do. With that being said, though, I'm not streaming on weekends. I never do stream on weekends. I will be streaming again Monday. I don't know what I'm going to really realistically be doing because I don't even really want to put a schedule. Like, I have a Jaws speedrun plan that I might do on stream. I have an idea to play. I'm probably going to end up playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. Probably it's going to be a little bit more casual matches, to say the very least, because it's been... Casual's kind of like fun, you know, because I'm practicing still the Radiant Typhoon deck and stuff. So, you know, there's going to be those type of things going on in terms of content that's going to be coming. So there'll probably be Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. There'll be another Dead by Daylight stream next week. There'll probably be a Just Speedrun. There'll probably be a Team Fortress 2 stream. The only thing is there won't be a Monster Hunter stream. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing in place of that. With that being said, though, that is technically all the time that I have for today. I'm going to be ending a little bit early just because I don't want to queue up into another DBD matchup. For Escapes, though, that was great. Thank you to everybody we played with. Good job, Killers. Good job, Survivors. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for lurking. VOD watchers, if you watched this VOD, give like a little knife emoji or something to let me know that you watched to the very end or that you watched in general. Anyway, thanks. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you. And I will see all of you for the next one. Till next time, guys.